How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, so last night I had an idea based on a conversation that I had for the video that I'm about to do right now. So I really don't know how to start this off. So I'm about to get started. Um it's it's so have you ever been in a position where you feel like you know somebody or you know something and then new information comes to light and it completely like blows you out the water, change your perspective and stuff like that and your judgment or something like that. Cause I recently did it for somebody, and it's the energy of on my end. It's the energy of always being receptive to basically like the experience, like whatever you're going through or whatever, or whatever you're going to gain and learn and take with you, for the future, or what you could pour into somebody else. Because a lot of the times we learn things to teach other people them. So yeah, so it's like so being here. So it's a lady. It's a guy. First off, I'm sorry, guy. It's a guy here that I started like having conversation and stuff like that with. He's pretty cool, and long story short, we had drifted off into how some of the women, cause he's an older man. He's straight looking whatever. Like I don't he not my type. He old and I don't I'm not looking. I don't give a fuck. So we was having a conversation. We ended up having a conversation about one of the older women that's here, and he was like, yeah, she a nasty old thing. Like she just nasty and freaky, and she was trying to come here and climb on top of my bed and get on top of me and all kind of other little nasty stuff. He was telling me like the stuff she say. I'm looking like, ugh, I ain't know she was like that. And he was like, oh yeah. He was like, she's something else. And like, cause she real mean. Like she's really mean. Like angry face, balled up all the time. Don't never have nothing nice to say about nothing, nobody, nothing. So yesterday I'm rolling up the hallway. You said, what, honey? A letter? Paul? You said today his birthday? Did I get? No, I ain't going to get the cigarettes. I ain't going nowhere. The store not open. I give your money back. Yeah. Cause I gotta go to the store anyway. But you go to the store. You go to the store. You get your stuff. Cause I don't like being pressured. I do not like being on. I don't like being on other people's time. Get your if you still need your cigarettes by the time I go, I'll still get you your cigarettes. Just give me the money back. Yeah. But if you got somebody else, Paul. Oh, that's his money. Yeah. Oh, well, oh. Oh well. Oh. You wanted me to go to the store for him instead of you going? Huh? And the girl in the car? Yeah. Oh, she's getting off of work. She wasn't thinking about that. Why didn't you ask her then? We was sitting there having a conversation. You could have asked. Okay. Well, you be careful. Where your walker at? Yeah. Where your walker at? You don't look at me like that. Go get your walker. Yeah, if you go get your walker. Because if you fall, we're going to be beefed out. Stop playing with me, Mr. Burt. You better stop before it fall off. Go get your walker. Or be careful. Be really careful. I do not want you to fall. Okay. Huh? You got to eat. Yeah, it's breakfast. They about to serve breakfast in a minute. All right. I'll see you in a minute, honey. Okay. Anyway, so he was talking about how like she's like super. Oh no, she's really mean, like so fucking mean. Like, one of the first times I ever spoke to this lady. So I've been here for months, and I'm just sitting there minding my own business. This is right after I had got my glasses. Like I hadn't had my glasses that long, and she's like, "What you looking at? 4 eyes?" I'm like, "Oh," wait. I'm like, "Lady," I'm like, "Hold on, wait. I'm like, "I only have 2 eyes." No, you got 4. I'm like, "Oh," so it was initial beef. First time we spoke, I'm like, "Oh hell no." Nah. And I'd be like, hey, honey, hey, sweetie, good morning. My name not honey. My name not sweetie. My name not sugar. My name is Gladys. I'm like, oh, you a mean old thing. Oh, okay, whatever. So I'm just like, this a mean ass old lady. I talk to her. I won't talk to her sometimes. Every time I speak to her, she speaks back. But she She just grumpy. So yesterday I'm flying up the hallway, and I ended up having a conversation with someone because someone that was here, um, they ended up passing away, and they had dementia. And this is why they say we live in the age of technology and nobody knows anything or nobody wants to know anything, or we live in the age of not technology, my bad, information, and nobody knows anything. Nobody wants to know anything because it's so readily available. Back when information and knowledge was sacred and stuff like that, people started out, and when you could lose your life over reading and stuff like that, it was that adrenaline rush, that hunger. Some people still have it, but anyway. So we were having a conversation, and she was telling me about like dementia. She was like, people that have dementia, um, a lot of the times they're either really mean or really hypersexual. And it was the lady we were talking about. She was super sweet. Oh my goodness, that was my baby. And but she would grab like the butts of some of the people around here and stuff like that. But that ain't got nothing to do with me, cause she ain't never grabbed mine, cause she ain't never seen me stand up and walk. And but yeah, she was like it's that's just a part of it. If they're not angry, they're super sexual. And it's a lady, my roommate across the hall from me. I remember when I first got here, we was having a conversation. We was having a conversation about sex, and I was like, it's not all that for me. Like I could go without it. It's not really that deep. Like if it's good, okay. If it ain't, okay. It's just like it's not something like that's. It's not a make or break type of factor for me. Like I really kind of don't give a fuck because it's not like I ain't had sex before. It's not like something like, oh, I've never done this, so let me try it. No, it's not that. Like, so what? Fuck that. But it's cool. It's cool if it happens. It's cool if it don't. I just don't give a fuck. But at the same time, I do. But for the most part, I really don't give a fuck. But I had to throw in an I do because like I don't want to sit up here and act like I'm just so above it. It's just like whatever. Anyway, so she was saying we ended up having a conversation about sex, and I was saying like I really don't. It's not that for me. Like no. And this little lady, I remember the way she said it and the look on her face. She's like, if I could have sex every day, I would. And I was just like, it made me so uncomfortable. It made me uncomfortable because I was in a relationship like that where we had sex every day, almost every day. And I'm telling you, that was some of the most, that was one of the lowest parts of my life. Like, it was so degrading feeling. It was just confusing. It was a very confusing time, I'll say, because I'm not about to get into all of that right now because that's not the point of the story. So, yeah. So, she said that, and I remembered that. So then I had a conversation I had with the woman yesterday, and then the guy that I was talking about, who said that the lady I was talking about, she like super sexual, the one that's mean, because she's super sexual towards him and she's super mean towards me. We were having a conversation. And he ended up bringing her up, and I think he told me she had dementia. Cause the person we were discussing a person that passed away, and she had dementia. He was like, she had dementia. He was like, no, she didn't. I'm like, yes, she did. She had dementia. And, and he was like, that's what Gladys has. I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, that's why she's so hypersexual. I was like, and that's also why she's mean. That's why she's mean as fuck. Because that's one of the telltale signs of dementia is hypersexuality, and meanness, anger, on top of forgetfulness and whatever else they go through. And I'm just like, you know what? It's very dangerous. It's very dangerous being in a society and hearing words and concepts and things like that, and not having the inkling or the like the itch to investigate, to dive and delve deeper into things. And that's not to like dump or shit on anybody. That's more so a individual thing, because that's me. Because if I like something, I will investigate it. But if it's like, cause like even if it's like a foreign concept, I'm gonna find out what the fuck I'm gonna find it out. Even if I don't know how to spell it, don't have a word for it, I'm gonna get real descriptive and I'm gonna find that shit. But things that I do know and I don't I'm not really well versed in and stuff like that. It's the energy of jealousy. Just you can take a little bit of time and read and investigate, so you can know a little bit more information, so you can be more equipped in this world. Like that's, like I said, that's not for me to dump on anybody else, because you do not have to have an inquisitive mind in order for you to be a prosperous, successful, whole individual. But yeah, I was like, that's crazy. And then after I told him that, I could tell that his energy towards her, it changed. He was like, oh, like, I'm not thinking it's just some nasty over hypersexual woman. What the fuck is that? It's a glitch in the matrix. But yeah. So that's really where I'm at with it. I was just like, I love just talking to people. I love listening and being able to retain information. And my coworker, look at me, I ain't worked in motherfucking months. Ain't seen a dollar or a dime in forever, Lord. But my roommate, me and her, we were having conversation. She's 77. She just turned 77 on Easter, and I'm what, 27, 50-year difference. But we were having conversation, and she I pour into her a lot. We just talk. And she was like, "You're so smart. You're so knowledgeable. And I just love that about you." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I just so happen to be in the right place at the right time. And I hear the information that I'm supposed to pass along. I'm more so like a messenger. I'm a vessel." And it's so funny because I've gotten back into researching and studying the tarot instead of, just doing it, because, tarot is very vast, and it's a lot of different elements and a lot of different parts of it, and I want to know as many parts as, as I can, or that are that I can. Fuck it. I was about to say not are available to me, but that I can, or everything tarot got to break down. I don't give a fuck if I'm learning it in my 70s. I still want to do that. What was the point of me talking about that? Me and the tarot. Babbling. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, that was just a conversation I had with the with like gather information and stuff like that, and I'm happy that with the what was that shit? I was talking about Miss Kathleen saying that I'm smart, and I'm like, no. Oh, tarot. With tarot, remember when I first started learning tarot. I'm so happy that my memory is coming back. My memory coming back. I'm telling you, I'm about to be about this motherfucking chair real soon. Real soon. I can feel it. But anyway, um, with tarot, I remember when I had first started learning tarot, and they were saying that all of the pages in tarot are connected to the mutable signs, because mutable signs are it's more so of a messenger type of energy. And I was like, look at me being a Virgo Libra, because I'm the last day of Virgo, first day of Libra. So somebody told me I'm a Virgo by day, a Libra by night. I was like, oh, I like that. Or a Libra by day, Virgo by night. And I was like, oh, I like that even more. But yeah. So I was like, okay. And I've been studying tarot and stuff like that. Studying, like I was supposed to be, the whole time I was here, I wanted to study. I wanted to study, and I wanted to study something in particular. Tell me why I found something completely left field, something I wasn't even thinking about in terms of tarot, and I've been studying that. So I'm going to take my behind in there, eat breakfast, and then I'm going to start studying. Y'all have a beautiful day. Oh. And the studying part. One of the ways for you to combat dementia is for you to read, to do brain exercises, to work your mind, to exercise your mind, because your mind is a muscle. Your mind is a muscle, and a conversation isn't enough. Conversation isn't enough. So, doing puzzles and reading and, doing interactive exercises or memory exercises, card games and stuff like that, board games. Those are things that help you fight dementia. And I'll see y'all soon. I'll see y'all soon on another note. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that I'm here because as a little girl, I'm telling you, you couldn't get me to read anything. You cannot get me to read a book. I didn't do homework. I was just like, I'm not doing this. I didn't learn to read until I was like later on in school. I do not understand how I passed any of the grades leading up to the grade I realized, oh, you can't read. I'm telling you, I always tell people, mama paid for my education. That's why you gotta be careful with that too, because my mom did pay for my education. I was whole ass in a grade that I'm not gonna mention, and I could not read. I could not read, and while I wasn't reading at the level I feel as though I should have been reading at, I could anyway. So yeah, mind work and brain exercises, and I'm happy that I'm here because I'm like something that you used to fight when you was a kid is gonna help you in your older years, something you struggle with as a child or something like that, it's gonna help you in your older years. Continue to do that. Don't put them books down. And I just I literally got on Facebook last night slash this morning, and I had a memory from when I was like I was in middle school. And it's so funny because like I wasn't one of them kids in middle school that gave a fuck about social media. Like I was hip to Facebook and stuff like that real late in the game. Like I think I made my Facebook when I was like sixth, seventh, eighth grade, almost going to high school, some shit like that. But I remember, oh, it had to be seventh grade. It was a girl that I went to middle school with, and she was reading these books, and she would just be like in these books, and I was just be like, what the fuck is she reading? And like I really wasn't drawing to her. She wasn't drawing to me. But like she was like real like dweeby. I'm definitely dweeby. Oh, I love a dweeb. But I don't give dweeb. And I don't know, dweeby people don't like me for real. Like I like the energy, I like the aesthetic, but we don't mix and mingle for real. But anyway, oh, this video running long. But anyway, she introduced me to these books like this, the Maximum Ride series. I was devastated when the series came out because I don't like movie adaptations for the most part because I feel as though it should be a color. I don't know. I don't like a lot of people's creative direction. I don't like when people re-rock old shit and stuff like that. I just don't like it because it's like it's not authentic. It's a lot of things that are created that are based on books and stuff like that, and it's not authentic and da 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 da. So I can understand how people feel, but like I was just like, it was horrible because I was so deeply invested. But anyway, I had made a status, and I was like, basically, I was like, I literally be crying and begging my family to leave me the fuck alone so I can read. I was like, who would have thought this would have been my life? That's me paraphrasing. I'm like, this has literally become my life. I have to fight to read. Like, cause I have the type of family always read, always loved books. My mom, my dad, my sisters, my little brother, like very very intuitive, very not inquisitive, like very inquisitive. I'm the intuitive one, very inquisitive and a mind for learning and a mind for expansion as well. And you know they're just busybodies. And I'm just like, that's so fucking crazy. And then to bounce off the conversation that I had, I'm like, God do everything for a reason. And this memory is like 13, 14, 15 years old. So what are you really saying to me, God? But that was just how I was feeling. I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all. I've been to y'all, for a little minute. And that was just what was laid on my heart before I went to bed, thinking about all that I just said. Not all of it together because it came out as I was talking to myself. But yeah, the initial thought last night, this morning led to the conversation I just had with you guys. Um, yeah, just have a great day. Have a great day. I found like 13 fucking bird feathers. 13 fucking bird feathers, and there are a lot of eagles in Michigan. I don't know what's going on, and they're running in packs. I'm actually going to research that too to see if eagles group together, because yesterday I seen like three birds circle in the sky, like huge ass birds. Man, something not right. This don't feel right. And then I had broke off, and two went one way, one went another way. I'm like, okay, that feels a little better. But I'm gonna research what kind of eagles Michigan has, their patterns, and woo 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 woo. I'm going to do my tarot, and I'm gonna have a good day. I love y'all. Y'all stay safe, and do what you do, my baby. Oh no, it's so funny because I was just having a conversation about somebody with someone, and it's somebody that's here that work here, whatever. And I'm the type I always say my baby, from Detroit and shit. And I was thinking last night, like, I love a Detroit accent. Like, oh, my accent just kicked in. Anyway, I love a Detroit accent because I remember one time I was on my homegirl house, and it was these niggas outside talking. I'm like, bro, this shit sick as hell. I'm like, these niggas not saying no real words. These niggas not saying no real words, and I understand this complete sentence. Like, these niggas really talking or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know these niggas. I don't know nothing. I don't. I know what they talking about, but I don't know what they talking about. I'm like, this shit is sick than a motherfucker. I was like, I love Detroit people, but it's a nigga here, and I was like, what's good, my baby, and like to the dudes that's here, like the women I call them honey bun love and all that kind of stuff. But I'm like, what's good, my baby, and I had stopped calling him my baby, and I didn't realize that. And he checked me about it. He was like, "So you gonna call me your baby no more?" I'm like, "What you mean?" Cause he's like, "You from Detroit? Like that's so funny that you say that. Like you really be saying that shit." Like he was like, "I don't." He was like, I never really heard nobody say that. Like I know people in Detroit say it, but I didn't, Woo. So I've been calling him my baby. He been cracking up. He been cracking the fuck up, and that's funny. It's just like I don't know. I really like you never know what impact you have on people's lives and stuff like that. Like just the little stuff. I'm like, this nigga, he be geek because I call him my baby. And that's just my thing. I'm like, what's good, my baby? You feel me? But yeah. I like, bro, I gotta stop being a Detroit nigga for real. I gotta stop being a Detroit nigga because that's all I know. You feel me? But y'all have a great day and y'all be beautiful. Bye.